Our top news this week. In today's episode, we have new updates for Alexa 35 and the CCM-1, upcoming firmware updates for Sony cinema cameras, and a new version of Adobe Premiere Pro. ARRI just released SUP 1.2.1 for the Alexa 35, bringing exciting new features designed to make the CCM-1 even more integrated with the camera, in addition to bringing custom color management options for DITs, colorists, and high-end post facilities. New features for Alexa 35 also include the ability to change the ISO while filming, which has been a heavily requested feature. SUP 1.2.1 also makes it possible to use both the MVF2 viewfinder and the CCM-1 monitor at the same time. The CCM-1 also gets a new sensor level zoom function, allowing you to punch in anywhere in the image while retaining a full HD image quality. Sony has just announced upcoming firmware updates for the FX6, FX3 and FX30. Scheduled to be released in the spring, firmware version 5.0 will add a 1.5 times de-squeeze function to the FX6, in addition to a new preset called 709 tone, which will also be coming to the FX30 and FX3 later in the year. The FX30 and FX3 will also be getting shutter angle and RTMP support for streaming. You can see preview versions of these firmware updates at BSE Expo in February, which is where Sony will also be previewing the upcoming Venice 2 firmware update version 3.0. Premiere Pro has announced a beta release of an intuitive new audio workflow for editors that streamlines the sound mix directly in Premiere Pro. Major new features include interactive fade handles, allowing you to easily create custom audio fades. The redesigned FX clip badges provide a more intuitive way to recognize clips with effects and also quickly access relevant tools, while waveforms now dynamically resize when you change track height. Read more about this exciting update via the link in the description. And that's all the news we have for this week. We'll be back next week with more news in 90 seconds.